Today's Wheelie Good Tips is brought to you by Permobil. Thanks guys for your support.
Today we're looking at pressure mapping and how the whole process works. So we're here at Permobil with Hayden, who's going to show us the device. I've just got out of my chair. I've got a honeycomb Stimulite, getting fairly old cushion here. Just going to see, test to see how effective it is for me at the moment and whether or not perhaps I need to consider something different. So we'll put the pressure map onto the chair and I'll transfer back onto that and we can see what the map looks like.
So I'll just quickly show you the system. So this is the pressure sensor mat that we place on the cushion. It just interfaces with a Bluetooth connection to a tablet here, and that gives us live pressure readings of the interface between the client and the cushion. So I'll get this set up on the chair and we'll show you how that works. So we're going to pop that on over his chair here. Key to get it as flat as possible. This was a little bit tricky. There you go, so we've set that up. So I've now got an image of Andrew sitting on his current cushion and his current wheelchair setup. As you can see, we're getting some live recordings of the loading that is taking place between Andrew and the cushion surface. So you get a nice colour graphic representation, so it's really great to see for the user whereabouts the cushion might be creating some loading in excess. You can see as Andrew's moving left and right, forwards and backs, and even Andrew maybe put some pressure down through your tyres as you do as a normal offload. So fantastic feedback for the user as to, you know, what movements and what things he can do to change.
I feel like I'm hardly lifting there, but it's cleared the red. Whether that's a good thing, I suppose, is it?
Yeah, and red in this instance isn't necessarily showing it's a bad thing. It's just showing that we're getting some higher pressures relative to other areas. What's more important is that we're looking for some nice even distribution through the whole picture.
Okay, so now I've switched to a Roho, a standard sort of Roho. It's a bit thicker than my other cushion. Taking a little bit of area, and the image there shows none of those bony points that I had before. Even swapping over shows almost no change really, so it's kind of like I really, on this cushion, I probably wouldn't even need to pressure relieve at all.
So we've just taken two images here side by side to compare the two cushions that Andrew's just been sitting on, and we can just use this to really do a side-by-side comparison to see whether we're getting better images or better pressure distribution over the options that we might be comparing, or we might also use it to compare the same cushion with adjustments in air volume, or if we're adding in wedges, or might be even simple as changing the footplate position on somebody's chair. So pressure mapping is a tool that we can use to help in our assessment, give us clear guidance as to whether a cushion that we're using is doing the job that we intend it to do for the user. So this is a great option for therapists, OTs and physios who are working in wheelchairs and seating, lying as well. They can use it to really guide their decisions to get the right outcomes for their clients.
So another potential use of the pressure mapping is to help diagnose if someone has what appears to be a pressure injury starting. Is it actually the fault of the cushion or the seating? So you can use this to either rule in or rule out where the area may be. It may be in fact that the area is starting to be formed by someone with a problem with their transfer technique, or could be caused by their commode chair or some other cause. So this would rule out or rule in whether or not it's the cushion that should be looked at. So that's the pressure mapping process as part of a good wheelchair assessment. Typically it would take probably at most 10 minutes to get the whole thing sorted. A good assessment would always include having a pressure mapping of that nature. So if you've had one done and not had the pressure mapping done, I'd be questioning that. Almost all good assessors in the country have this gear and are doing this as a standard part of the assessment.